Welcome to this Rocks video short, She's Dating and I Am Not Ready, brought to you by the Champions for Girls at the United Way of Central Ohio. I'm Lauren Morosky, Manager of Community Programs and Partnerships for Ruling Our Experiences, otherwise known as Rocks. Adolescence for girls. It can be a turbulent time for both girls and the adults who care about them. And this is probably why you're here. Hormones are beginning to rage, bodies are changing, and girls begin to feel pressure to flirt, date, seek sexual attention, and engage in romantic relationships. Even as early as 5th grade, girls begin talking about relationships as one of the big issues affecting their lives. For many girls, they begin to see relationships as a type of social status, and they feel pressure from their peers to be viewed as attractive, to be desired, and to date. With 1 in 4 high school girls reporting that they've been in an abusive or controlling dating relationship, this can be a really scary time for adults. So, in this video, we want to help you successfully communicate with the girl you care about as dating starts to become part of the conversation. Let's hear from Lauren Hancock, Director of Operations for Rocks, about the big things you need to know to be the supportive adult that your girl needs most.
It can be hard for adults to understand the importance girls put on dating. We often look at their early relationships as silly or juvenile. But for girls, these relationships can feel intense. Girls have shared with us over and over the pressures that they feel to date, to be in a relationship, and to engage in sexual activity. There is nothing juvenile about these issues. I'm sure we've all seen it. The middle school girl who's had her heart broken for the first time. She's crying, she's emotional, and she can't eat or sleep. She's doodling in her notebook, swirling letters with their names together, with hearts, and she's devastated that this relationship has ended. We see that this girl is hurting and upset, and we do want to soothe her feelings. However, we often fail miserably when we try to do so. We say things like, "You're going to meet someone better. That person was such a jerk anyway," or "There are other fish in the sea. When you get to college, you're going to meet someone really great." Real talk, this is one of the worst mistakes that we can make. When we say things that focus on the future, we put down her feelings in the moment. She does not want to hear that in 2 years she's going to meet someone who is better. She just wants the pain that she's feeling right now to stop. And yes, she is feeling actual pain. It can be hard for us to look at young emotions and attach strong words such as pain to them. We see their relationships as innocent and fun, and we think their feelings are childish emotions. However, her emotions are intense and at times feel overwhelming to her. So what should we do? First, we need to understand that we cannot use our years of experience to relate to her situation. The experience that this girl is having at that very moment may be the most intense emotion that she's ever felt to this point in her young life. And unlike many of us, she has not yet had the experiences to be able to look at her situation and think, "This isn't so bad. I'm sure I'll have to deal with way more difficult things as I get older." Instead, her brain is saying, "I may not make it. I've never cared for someone so deeply. My world has just been shattered." If we respond to this girl in a way that makes her situation seem silly, unimportant, or juvenile, it may be the last time she ever shares her feelings or emotions with us. While it can be tough for us to relate to what they're going through from our own more experienced perspective, we can relate to how it feels to be hurt, betrayed, embarrassed, or sad. So let's not tell our girls that we know how they feel. Let's instead tell them that we're sorry that they're hurting. Tell them that we want to understand how they feel and that what they are going through sounds really hard. Inside, we might be thinking, this is the silliest story I've ever heard. I can't believe she's crying this much over a stupid breakup. But outside, we're saying, wow, this is really difficult, and I can see it's hard for you. Tell me how you're doing. Be sure to check out the fast fact sheet for this video to learn more about how to keep your girl safe and supported throughout her dating experiences.